Hi there, Cosmic Family. My name is Leal in this incarnation. I am here to comment that the moon have entered Virgo and it is going to stay in that sign until January 18th. That same day, it is going to create a conjunction with the South Node. So this is going to show us patterns that we need to clean. It could be a difficulty to moving out from certain schemes, perfectionism, excessive criticism, being at service of others in detriment of what we really want to do, what we really feel we have to do. Uh, this means helping others not from a space where we are listening to ourselves, but we are ignoring that voice, and that in the end it is not helping, because if it doesn't contribute to ourselves in a spiritual level, it is not going to do that from to others. So it is good to pay attention to this, because the next eclipse, the first eclipse that we are going to have in the next season, is of South Node in Virgo, and it seems that it is far away, but it is not. So other thing that is very important, it is that tomorrow the moon in Virgo, it is going to create an opposition with the conjunction that is practically perfected of Venus and Saturn in Pisces that I talked yesterday. So notice how you are feeling, because remember that this axis is totally implied in physical and mental health. So if there are boundaries, talking about the conjunction of Venus and Saturn, if there are boundaries that we are not respecting, if there are decisions that we have to make and we are ignoring that voice, then not only this energy could be expressed through an obstacle or feeling restricted and limited, there could also be a physical manifestation. It doesn't necessarily have to be an illness, but perhaps there is a little pain somewhere or certain discomfort, and that is giving information. So today I wanted to add a few more things to the things that I commented yesterday. This is a very important transit, and yesterday I explained why. So I was saying that this conjunction represents the commitment that we have to assume, or that we want to assume, with the things that we feel and we desire. And it is also showing how much coherence we are sustaining related to that. Because Saturn in Pisces, it is associated to our spiritual maturity, and actually it is the only maturity that we can really develop, because all the other experiences are an extension of that inner connection. So we have infinite phases of maturity to develop as humans. But this conjunction could also represent certain challenges that are going to be connected with the next two ones. So, for example, I'm going to give examples today. The fact that a person wants to build a relationship, and perhaps there is an opportunity, someone else is appearing, but that other person, it is not able to offer a commitment in an emotional level or in other aspects. So it is a moment to choose between wanting to escape from ourselves or truly close the door and seeing what we truly want and desire. Then this thing of escapism that I mentioned yesterday also, that it could be given through fantasies that are not actually connected with reality or other distractions. For example, that a person is expressing clearly that doesn't want a serious relationship, and interpreting this phrase as I'm going to wait for this person to change his or her opinion. So that ends causing damage. And that is a pattern that is coming, that is being born from painful experiences of the past, where we needed to adapt in a certain way. This conjunction, precisely, it is to be in contact with that energetical reality, the inner reality, and also the external one. So this could also be in the vice versa experience. I mean, perhaps there are people that could have created a lot of comfort by walking alone, and there is an opportunity to consolidate a relationship, and that it is generating resistances because they don't want to, they have resistances to open themselves to feel and to be vulnerable, etc. So this could also, we can translate that to the things that we want to create and the resources and the use of our resources. I'm not talking about only about the economic ones. This could be linked with Venus, but I am referring to that valuable things that if we didn't discover, we have to discover, and it is a process of experiencing, um, that we can give to others. And Venus in Pisces wants to connect with things that are really an inspiration, that are in alignment with our soul, precisely that. And well, it could be that the fact that we need to approach those things are invoking certain fears or also resistances to do that, or that implies to let go of something that is not contributing anymore. And connecting with that, it is very important because this helps us to recognize the love that we always wear, that reconnects us with our own value. It is also important from my perspective to stop idealizing self-love. I mean, it is not something that we achieve and right, it is there. I have self-love. Um, Without doubts, we are going to feel well, we are going to feel inner peace, and we are going to feel right with ourselves when we are practicing coherence, when we are listening to ourselves and we are practicing coherence. But in a lot of moments we can have doubts, again, lack of confidence, or even to feel not valued. And that is just one more instance to embrace those aspects of ourselves with compassion and loving ourselves still, because that is how we are cultivating self-love. And it is totally human in part of learning new things, to go through these kind of states. I mean, people that are not trying new things, they are not exposing themselves to anything, but they aren't also creating growth. So other expression of this conjunction could be linked with clarity. The shadow of the energy of Pisces, it is this lack of clarity. The situations that we are but we aren't, the situations where limits and agreements are not clear and are not concrete. So these could have consequences, and this applies for societies, friendships, whatever relationship we are really creating, and in terms of projects too. So in the end, these transits are reflecting, and are clarifying what we truly desire in essence. For the people that perhaps they didn't connect with this, these transits will help to connect with that. And many times we need to discover that through situations, through the things that we don't want. And for the ones that have connected already with their desires of the soul, this is about to continue putting steps and decisions in coherence with that to consolidate those dreams. So thank you everyone, and see you in the next video. Ciao, ciao.